Hello students, how are you? So I hope you all are fine and staying indoors. So now today we are going to start chapter 3, Ranga's marriage in your snapshot. Okay, written by Masti Venkatesha Iyer. Okay, so as I always do, so let me first explain the title. So as title suggests that it is story of Ranga's marriage. So the main character of the story is Ranga, so whose marriage has been described in this chapter. Okay, so before beginning, let me give you a small introduction to the chapter. So the story revolves around Ranga, the accountant's son, who got the opportunity to go out of the village to study. The narrator takes you through a journey where he changes Ranga's perception about marriage, how he stays their union with the help of a Shastri, and what role English has played in their village. The entire story involves funny instances and refers for the narrator has made sure your mind stays occupied with the story. So let us begin. Ranga, the accountant's son, is one of the rare breed among the village folk who has been to the city to pursue his studies. When he returns to his village from the city of Bangalore, the crowds mill around his house to see whether he had changed or not. His ideas about marriage are now quite different, or are they? So, in the introduction, as you can see, Ranga, the accountant's son. In this story, Ranga is accountant's son, okay, and is one of the rare breed. So here rare breed means a person or thing with characteristics that are uncommon among their kind, okay, or rarity. Okay, so he was a different person having different characteristics which are not common, which are uncommon. Okay, so Ranga was accountant's son and different type of person in the village. So he has been to city to pursue his studies. So he has come back from the city where he went to study. Okay, he went to pursue his study. So when he returns to the village from the city of Bangalore, so when Ranga returns from Bangalore, the crowds mill around. So the people gathered his house to see whether he had changed or not, whether Ranga had changed or not. His ideas about marriage are now quite different, or are they? So his ideas about marriage are quite different now. So are really his ideas quite different? So the lesson revolves around Ranga, the village accountant's son, who had just come back from Bangalore. At the news of his arrival, the villagers gathered at his home to analyze if he had changed or not, and what is his perception about marriage. Everyone was so excited because during those days not everyone used to get a chance to get to cities for studying. So that is why they were very much curious to see Ranga whether he had changed or not. Okay, so let us begin first paragraph of the story. When you see this title, some of you may ask, Ranga's marriage? Why not Ranganatha's Vivah or Ranganath Vijaya? Well, yes, I know I could have used some other mouth filling one like Jagannath Vijaya or Girija Kalyana, but then this is not about Jagannatha's victory or Girija's wedding. It is about our own Ranga's marriage, and hence no fancy title. Hoshali, name of a place, Hosahali. Hosahali is our village. You must have heard of it. No, what a pity. But it is not your fault. So, very interestingly, the writer has written this story. So, it will sure make you laugh. There is no mention of it in any geography book. Those sahibs in England writing in English probably do not know that such a place exists, and so make no mention of it. Our own people too forget about it. You know how it is? They are like a flock of flock of sheep. One sheep walks into a pit, the rest blindly follow it. When both the sahibs in England and our own geographers have not referred to it, you cannot expect the poor cartographer to remember to put it on the map, can you? And so there is not even the shadow of our village on any map. So here the writer criticizes the English people as well as the geographers in a very interesting way. So before explaining this paragraph, let me tell you some meaning of some words here. So as you can see, some words of Hindi have been used in this paragraph, like Vivah, which means marriage, Vijaya, which means Vijay, not Vijaya, okay, Vijay, which means victory, and Girija is the name of a female, okay. So Kalyana means beautiful, lovely, auspicious in Sanskrit, okay. And Sahib, polite title or a form of address of a man for a man, okay. So like a flock of sheep, once again, like a flock of sheep, okay. So it means a group of people behaving in the same way or following what others are doing, okay. So cartographer is a person who draws or produces map. Cartographer, a person who draws or produces a map. So in this paragraph, the narrator expects the readers to be questioning the simplicity of the title, Ranga's marriage. He feels readers might be thinking of fancier titles like Ranganatha Vivah, Ranganath Vijaya, okay, or Girija Kalyana. So he clarifies that although he had options of keeping such elaborate names, the reason why he chose the basic and casual one is because the story is about our Ranga and in someone who is very close and dear to him. They live in a village called Hosahali in Mysore. Not many people know of it, and the narrator does not blame them because there is no trace of it in the geography books. Even The Englishmen have no idea about the place, but they are also not to blame because our citizens too are completely ignorant about his village. He refers to the people as sheep who blindly follow each other and do not use their logic or brain to justify or invent things. At last, he feels the cartographer, a person who draws or produces map, is also not to be held responsible. As a result, there is no trace of their village on the map. Okay, so how funny way he introduces his village and he blames Englishmen as well as the educated people as well as the people who drew the map. They are responsible for not mentioning his name in the map. Okay, now second paragraph. Sorry, I started somewhere and then went off in another direction. So here the narrator says he has started about Ranga's marriage, but he started giving introduction of his village. He started blaming for not mentioning his village. Okay, if the state of Mysore is to Bharatvarsh what the sweet Karigadabu is to a festive meal, then Hosahali is to Mysore state what the filling is to the Karigadabu. What I have said is absolutely true. Believe me, I will not object your questioning it, but I will stick to my opinion. I am not the only one who speaks glowingly of Hosahali. We have a doctor in our place. His name is Gunda Bhatta. His name is Gunda Bhatta. He agrees with me. He has been to quite a few places. Not England. If anyone asks him whether he has been there, he says no. Annaya, I have left that to you. Running around like a flea pastured dog is not for me. I have seen a few places in my time, though as a matter of fact he has seen many. Okay, so let me explain this paragraph. Let me first tell you the meaning of some difficult word of this paragraph. Kariga Dabu here, South Indian here, students. Sweet Kariga Dabu, you can see. It is the name of a South fried sweet. South Indian fried sweet filled with coconut and sugar. Okay, so it's a name of dish. A South Indian fried sweet filled with coconut with sugar. Okay. And next word you can see Anya. Anya, you know, it is a Kannada word. Anya is a Kannada word, a respectful term for an elder. Okay, Anya is a respectful term for elder people. Okay, flea pastor dog. Next word. A flea pastured dog. Flea pastured dog means, a flea pastured dog does not stick to one place but keeps roaming everywhere. Flea pastured means being infested by fleas or ticks, which can cause uncontrollable itching in animals. So that is flea pestered. A flea pestered dog does not stick to one place but keeps roaming everywhere. So flea pestered means being infested by fleas, okay, and ticks with which can cause uncontrollable itching in animals. Okay, so that is flea pestered. So now let me explain this paragraph. So what does the narrator say in this paragraph? The narrator feels apologetic. He said sorry for getting carried away and deviating from he deviate from the topic. So he starts talking about something different. The topic is Ranga's marriage. So that is why he expresses his apologize, okay, for getting carried away and deviating from the topic. He then again throws light upon the significance of the village Hosahali. He says it is just as important as Mysore is to India. The village Hosahali is as important as Mysore is to India. Kari Godabu is a festive meal and filling is to Kari Godabu. Thus, he cannot highlight its importance anymore. Not only him, but the doctor named Gunda Bhatta feels the same. The doctor has been to many places except England, but he still loves Hosahali. So he continues to give us description of his village. He continue telling about his village Hosahali. So what are the famous things in Hosahali and how important Hosahali village in India? It is as important as Mysore is to India. Okay, according to the narrator. He also mentions a doctor whose name is Gunda Bhatta feels the same. The doctor has been to many places except England, but he still loves Hosahali. However, an outsider might contend this and an outsider might oppose this. Okay, an outside might oppose this idea of being Hosahali so important place. An outsider can oppose, but the narrator claims to stick to his opinion of the place. But narrator, he said that flea pester dog, it is not for me. I have seen a few places in my time, though as a matter of fact he has seen many. So here he also tells us the doctor's point of view, and further he wants to say that an outsider might contest this, oppose this, but the narrator, he himself claims to stick to his opinion of the place. He claims that the place Hosahali is really important in India, but unfortunately it has not been mentioned in the geography map. Okay, next paragraph. We have some mango trees in our village. Come, visit us, and I will give you a raw mango from one of them. Do not eat it, just take a bite. The sourness is sure to go straight to your Brahmarandhra. To your Brahmarandhra. I once took one such fruit home, and a chutney was made out of it. All of us ate it. The cough we suffered from after that, it was when I went for the cough medicine that the doctor told me about the special quality of the fruit. So he continues, giving us description of his village. Further, he says that we have some mango trees in our village. So there are some mango trees in his village. And also he invites us to go there, okay, and I will give you the raw mango. And if further he says that he would give us a raw mango, one of from his mango garden, mango tree. But further he instructs us that he forbade us to eat it. Just take a bite. He said, just take a bite. The sourness is sure to go straight into your Brahmarandhra. So Brahmarandhra means this which can be called in Hindi, that is gala. Okay, inside this this tract. Okay, so that is Brahmarandhra. So when also meaning of this word is given at the end of the chapter. You can see here. In Kannada, a soft part of a child's head where skull bones join later. Here used as idiomatic expression to convey the extreme potency of sourness. Okay, so it has been used to tell us that mango was too sour. Okay, it is ascribed too much in order to tell us too much sourness of the mango. This word has been described. Okay, so when the sourness is sure to go straight to your Brahmarandhra, I once took one such fruit home, and a chutney was made out of it. So narrator tells about an incident which happened with him. So once he took one such fruit home and made a chutney out of it. All of us ate it. So all members of his family ate the chutney. The cough we suffered from after that, it was when I went for a cough medicine. So they started suffering with cough, and when he went for cough medicine, that the doctor told me about the special quality of fruit. Then the doctor told him about the special quality of the fruit. Just as the mango is special. 1 minute, beta. Yes. Yes. So let me once again summarize this paragraph which I have just explained. So then he tells the readers about their special mango trees in the village, whose mangoes are famous for their special quality. So he once took the fruit at home to make chutney, and everyone suffered from a bad cough after eating it. It was only when he went to see the doctor that he told him about the quality of mangoes of Hosahali. So the narrator, asks the reader to take a bite and assures that the sourness of the mango will be felt by them till the top of their head. That is where Brahmarandhra is located. If they will take a bite of the mango, so they will be feeling it till the top of their head. That is Brahmarandhra. Let me tell you once again what is the meaning of Brahmarandhra. Brahmarandhra is a Kannada word, the soft part in a child's head where skull bones join later. Here used as an idiomatic expression to convey the extreme potency of sourness. In Sanskrit, Brahmarandhra means the whole of Brahman. It is the dwelling house of the human soul. So that is Brahmarandhra. So if you eat that mango, so you will feel it till the top of your head. Okay. Just as the mango is special, so this paragraph, just as the mango is special, so is everything else around our village. We have a creeper growing in the ever so fine water of the village pond. Its flowers are a feast to behold. Get 2 leaves from the creeper when you go to the pond for your bath, and you will not have to worry about not having leaves on which to serve the afternoon meal. You will say, I am rambling. It is always like that when the subject for our village comes up. But enough. If anyone of you would like to visit us, drop me a line. I will let you know where Hosahali is and what things are like here. So the best way of getting to know the place too is to visit it. Don't you agree? So in this paragraph also the narrator continues explaining about his village. He tells us the importance of his village Hosahali. He tells us that not only the mangoes, everything in and around this village is remarkable. The creeper growing in the pond and its flowers are also special. One can even serve an afternoon meal on its leaves. All you need to do is to grab 2 leaves when you are on your way to the pond to bath. After speaking highly of his village, the narrator says, if anyone wishes to see for himself or herself, one must contact him. He will help them to reach the village Hosahali. Also he feels that there is no better way to know the place than to visit it. Okay. So let me tell you meaning of some hard word. So rambling, say I am rambling. So rambling means here lengthy and confused. That is inconsequential. Okay, inconsequential, that is lengthy or confused. Inconsequential. Okay, so that is rambling of writing or speech, lengthy or and confused. Okay, so we will say I am rambling means I am confused. I am going, I am elaborating in it a lengthy way. Okay, so he continues explaining about his village, praising his village. Okay, so till this paragraph I have explained in this video. So next video I will try to explain some more paragraphs of this chapter. So thank you students for watching the videos.